Central Park in Midtown Manhattan on a glorious day for baseball. The Blue Jays and Yankees next. Noon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in New York. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this Figures Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. But first, let's bring in a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Blue Jays, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. They'll go to work against a six-time All-Star, the former Cy Young Award winner, CC Sabathia. Out of the third base dugout now is Jose Reyes, and we are ready for baseball from the Bronx. And look out. Boy, an auspicious way to begin our ball game here this afternoon.
He's going to want to keep that pitch down a little more. Day game, ball will be jumping, so you got to keep that ball in the park today.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number one. So it's a good start for Sabathia here in the first. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Jose Bautista will stand in, the starting right fielder on last year's American League All-Star squad. And the first pitch to him is bounced out to Jeter at short. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. Edwin Encarnacion will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Cabrera is there to make the catch, and it's a one-pitch out to start the home first. And with one away, there's a good look at the new Yankee Stadium. As mentioned many times, the dimensions are exactly the same as they were across the street. Still a great park for left-handed hitters, as evidenced by the short 314 down the right field line. Not quite as forgiving for righties as that Death Valley area out in left center extends to a full 399 feet. One of, if not the deepest in baseball. One away, here's Derek Jeter now. Jeter, as you see, entering 2014 with 3,316 career hits, the 10th highest total of any player to ever play the game.
And he'll start the year needing 3 to tie Paul Molitor for 9th place, and then 103 to catch up to Carl Yastrzemski in 8th.
And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. Bautista is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Well, how about this to start your afternoon? 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the first. I don't think they're all going to be that easy, but this is definitely a dream start so far.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now. One of the big signings of the offseason as they locked him up with a 3-year deal.
Yeah, a lot of folks competing for his services, but these guys were certainly happy that he decided this was where he wanted.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We played an inning. No score. Colby Rasmus leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Center fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Now the first pitch from CC. And Sabathia gets ahead here with the changeup. It's 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip out.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leaping effort there by Gardner, but it'll be in vain. That ball is gone. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Colby Rasmus. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Melky Cabrera will take his cuts now.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Melky Cabrera.
Let's go, New York.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Gardner has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number one. Moises Sierra dig in with one in and one away. A ball hit hard to the left side. In there, a base hit. Brett Laurie will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. In the air to left. Gardner will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number two.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
So it's a runner at first with two gone. And standing in is the catcher, Deoner Navarro. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Two out with the man at first. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Ellsbury will make the catch, and with that, the side is retired. Jay's off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Toronto. Mark Teixeira will start things off in the bottom of the second.
First baseman, Mark Teixeira.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. And this one, it was better than the last one.
Here we go.
Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And that's a pitch you know you're going to have to brace yourself against when you're facing this guy.
His bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And I kind of think even in a normal defensive alignment, he probably makes this play. But here you can see him playing close to the line because he's got backup in the form of his second baseman. And it winds up a fairly routine ground out to first.
Alfonso Soriano will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 2 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now 0-2, you got to be wary of that changeup. This is where he likes to throw it, and it doesn't always have to be a strike.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Ryan Goins will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow.
Ryan Goins.
And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Ellsbury is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Grounded, foul. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. And he misses there, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. Jose Bautista will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And this ball will be chopped foul. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
And that's in there. Base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Edwin Encarnacion will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. A runner on first with 2 away. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. See the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Yankees nothing. Brett Gardner will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And a knuckleball here is bounced to second base. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Kelly.
Kelly swinging a miss on the first pitch knuckler, strike 1. Johnson primarily a second baseman through his first 8 full big league campaigns, with a few appearances in the outfield mixed in as well. But he gets the first crack as the Yankees' third baseman here in 2014. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone.
Here's a close-up of how he grips that knuckleball. You can see it's not really his knuckles that grip the ball, but rather his fingernails that really dig into the seams. And that's such a tough pitch to throw, and even more difficult to master.
Brian Roberts will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Roberts, of course, spent the first 13 seasons of his career in a Baltimore uniform. Injuries have really held him back the last 4 years, keeping him to under 200 games over that span. He's healthy now and ready to take over for Robinson Cano at second base. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 1-0. Colby Rasmus will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Now the first pitch from CC. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Fouled back. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Right there is Beltran, 1 away. leadoff man gone, and that brings up Melky Cabrera. First offering on the way. Swinging a hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And this can often be revealing, as you see there, a 10-mile-an-hour difference between these 2 top velocities. Moises Sierra will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Ellsbury is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is... Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. Wisely lays off the knuckleball there, and it's 1-2. And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Making him work here as the knuckleball misses to run the count full.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And this is knocked down on the mound. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Derek Jeter will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he lays off for ball 1. And Jeter lays off here as the count moves to 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes a 2-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. And this is swung on and missed, and Jeter is retired for out number 2.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Carlos Beltran will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And Lowry will just look this one in, and that ends the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Blue Jays on top, 1-0. Brett Lowry will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Third baseman, Brett Lowry.
First pitch to him. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Ellsbury is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in is the catcher, Dioner Navarro. Fouled back. And there's a fastball that's hammered the other way to deep right field. And that will find the seats, a home run. It's a solo shot for Dioner Navarro as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
This is going to be a fastball here, and it's on the outside third of the plate. But look at him just reach those arms out, stay back, and drive this thing the other way. Now, this didn't stay fair by much, but if you can keep them fair right down the foul lines, you don't have to hit them 400 feet.
Second baseman, Ryan going.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Fouled straight back. Oh, and he comes through on 0-2 as this pitch is driven into right. It's a base hit.
Wow, on an 0-2 pitch against a free-swinging team like they've been so far, if you throw this pitch 3 inches off the plate, there's probably a 50-50 shot he's going to swing and miss at it. Instead, this catches way too much of the zone, and that's a mistake in my book.
Jose Reyes will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. There's one. Back to Teixeira, and it's not in time as they just get to 1.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And Bautista has a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away. Edwin Encarnacion. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And Beltran will pull this one in, and that will retire the side. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 2-0 Blue Jays. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed by Teixeira as he's a strikeout victim here, 1 away.
And here's the 3-pitch sequence coming up. No surprise what this is going to be. Knuckleball, good morning. Knuckleball, good afternoon. And knuckleball, good night, everybody. That's a rough AB.
Brian McCann will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike 1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The 2-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. A solo home run for Brian McCann. And the Yankees are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So one away here with the bases empty. And standing in is the dangerous Alfonso Soriano. Well hit, deep right center field. And this will get down for Soriano on his way to extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. Brett Gardner will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Opposite field to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Kelly Johnson will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Knuckleball there, but it dances outside. Ball one.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
In there, 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you gotta make something positive come out of this on the mound.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Brian Roberts will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time, and this is fouled back and out of play. And this is going to be a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 for the Bombers here on the home run by Brian McCann. Through 5 innings, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Colby Rasmus will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a swing and a little tapper that could wind up problematic down that third baseline. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Melky Cabrera will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Moises Sierra will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Fielded by Jeter. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Now the first pitch. Derek Jeter comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. There to take it is Bautista, and he's got it for out number 2. Carlos Beltran will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Right there is Reyes. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Brett Lawrie will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Brett Lawrie. And it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead. Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And it looks like that'll be the end of the afternoon for CC Sabathia. Cesar Cabral will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Deoner Navarro will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And Teixeira won't get a glove on it. It's a fair ball.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out. Jose Reyes will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Swinging a ball bounced back up the middle. Roberts back to Teixeira, and it's not in time as they just get to 1. Jose Bautista will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Number 19, Jose Bautista.
Oh, here's a line drive over the head of Roberts and into right center field. That's a base hit. Edwin Encarnacion will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And this is fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball.
3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Reyes leads from second. Here's the pitch. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. Blue Jays strike for 1 on the home run by Lowry. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-1 Blue Jays. Mark Teixeira will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Reyes will take this one for the first out. 1 gone here in the Yankee 7th. And that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. And there's ball 1. A little bit outside, 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now, 3-2 with a 2-run lead. This has to be in the strike zone. You can't work the corner here. This has to be right at him.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Alfonso Soriano is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And here's a ball rolled foul. Still 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. When we return, we'll see Colby Rasmus start things out. Preston Claiborne will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Roberts is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a 1-pitch out to begin the 8th. Melky Cabrera will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose.
Line hard deep into left. Gardner is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Moises Sierra will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
And that is not good.
Swing and a high chopper. Up with it is Johnson. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Brett Gardner will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Here's another 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2. There, close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2. And he'll take strike 3 called. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row, he's set now.
Kelly Johnson swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Navarro will stay with it for out number 2.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now. He's retired.
Brian Roberts will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. And a first pitch knuckleball's inside for ball 1.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
And this pitch misses as well to Roberts, so he's ahead in the count, 2-0 now. And this will be fouled away. Here comes the 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They still trail it here 3-1. Brett Laurie will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Gardner is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Deoner Navarro will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. There to get it is Roberts. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Ryan Goins will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Leaps, and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow! Another look out in right field as he ends the inning by taking away a home run. Steve, Eric, and I are back at Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Ball 1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate. And his lone blemish thus far has been that 5th inning home run. Other than that, he's been nearly untouchable out there.
Derek Jeter will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Ball hit on the first pitch out to the shortstop Reyes. Throw on to first, and Jeter's set down for the 2nd out of the inning. Carlos Beltran will stand in as their last chance now. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Fouled back. And a full count as that misses. It's 3 and 2 now.
And obviously a walk here would be a huge development in this game with 2 outs in the 9th inning. You don't want to bring that tying run to the plate.
Full count pitch on its way. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. This one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Mark Teixeira will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Way outside. 1 and 2.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. They go away here as he reaches for one and hits it on the ground to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, the Blue Jays received a sterling performance in this one from the man you see there, R.A. Dickey. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more